For quite some time now, Blake Griffin has been one of the best forwards in the National Basketball League, spending the majority of his professional career on the court making baskets for the LA Clippers. And considering the talent and charisma that he has on both off the court, he clearly found a way to make millions doing something that he loves. But what do we really know about Blake Griffin, and what have experts estimated his net worth to be these days? Well, whether you're a fan of the energetic forward or you just want to know more about the lifestyle he lives, you've come to the right place, as we're going to explore everything there is to know about Blake Griffin, from his life to what he spends his millions on. So strap yourselves in and get ready for a slam dunk, as things are about to get interesting. But before we get into it, make sure that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit a post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. A little more about Blake. Blake Austin Griffin, as he's formerly known, was born in Oklahoma City in the United States on the 16th of March 1989, making him only 32 years old at the moment. Since his father, Tommy Griffin, is of Afro-Haitian descent and his mother, Gail Griffin, is white, Blake spent the majority of his elderly childhood trying to find a place for himself where he could really fit in. The same could be said about his brother, Taylor Griffin, who, just like Blake, was homeschooled by his mother from the 1st to 10th grade. Blake, on the other hand, was only homeschooled up until 8th grade, which is when he decided he wanted to attend Oklahoma Christian School in 2003. Before then, he developed a pretty solid relationship with the future NFL quarterback, Sam Bradford, whose father owned a gym in Oklahoma City. It was at this gym that the two friends often faced off against one another in basketball, which was the one place that Blake always felt comfortable. And this made sense, as the sport's pretty much in his blood, with his father having played center at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. When he finally got out of the awkward environment that is homeschooling, both Blake and his brother decided to try their hands at high school basketball, where they actually played under the coaching of their father. It was clear that Blake had quite a bit of talent on the court, leading his high school team to no less than 3 state championships. Better yet, in his freshman year at the Oklahoma Christian Saints, they went on to post a perfect season of 29-0. He was later named to the Little All-City All-State team in what was considered to be his final high school season. After being awarded the title of the Oklahoma Player of the Year, he attracted the attention of Jeff Chappell, who was the new basketball head coach for Oklahoma. Knowing full well that Griffin could be used to rebuild the Oklahoma men's basketball program, Chappell made him an offer that Blake just couldn't refuse. So, Blake went on to play for Oklahoma before the start of his senior season, averaging around 27 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks per game, leading the team to a 26-3 record. Not bad for a team that, prior to this, was considered by many to be useless in the league. After snatching another championship, Griffin was named the Player of the Year by both the Tulsa World and the Oklahoman. This led him to playing for the Oklahoma Sooners during his college days, which had led to quite a few injuries on the court. This did not, however, stop him from being the first Sooner to be able to make the conference all-rookie team since 1983 for Big 8 Conference. Success on the court over the years resulted in Griffin being considered by many teams in the NBA. He announced that he would declare the NBA draft after his sophomore year, which is precisely what he did. This resulted in him being drafted to the first overall pick for the LA Clippers in 2009. After playing for the team's Summer League team, he was then named the Summer League MVP, but ended up injuring his kneecap after a hard dunk on his final preseason game. This stress fracture, as the injury was later discovered to be, delayed his NBA debut for several weeks, resulting in him getting an operation and missing the remainder of the 2009-2010 season. This resulted in him being considered as a rookie throughout the duration of the season, which did allow him to nab the title of Rookie of the Year in 2010-2011 after an incredible performance on the court. He also ended up setting a franchise record that year for the most consecutive double-double streaks since 1968. He also became the first rookie to have over 40 points ever since Allen Iverson during the 96-97 season. Blake was definitely making a name for himself on the court. Before the 2012-2013 NBA season, he ended up signing a contract reportedly worth $95 million for 5 years, which would extend his contract with the Clippers. He was then selected to compete for the Team USA in the 2012 London Summer Olympics, but was removed after he injured his knee once more in a practice session. A couple of years later, Griffin was traded to the Detroit Pistons, where he once again went on to set a variety of records, such as being the only Pistons player to ever score more than 50 points in a game. In March 2021, Griffin ended up signing a contract with the Brooklyn Nets and has solidified himself as a member of the team in no time by securing a win over the Washington Wizards. Blake's net worth. From his time as an American professional basketball player, Blake Griffin has made the NBA All-Star team a total of 6 times, and is also the former winner of the NBA Slam Dunk Contest and Rookie of the Year. Some have even said that he is by far one of the greatest power forwards to ever grace the league, which just goes to show you how much talent he's got on the court. His charisma is also unrivaled, which, combined with his talents, has resulted in him securing a number of brand deals, alongside his basketball earnings, making him an incredibly wealthy man. Experts have estimated his net worth could be somewhere around $110 million, which is way more money than the majority of us could ever imagine. This means that Blake can pretty much afford to buy anything that he wants in the market, but what does this mean for the type of lifestyle that he lives? Well, let's take a look at some of the more expensive things that he's bought and go from there. His Brentwood mansion. When it comes to spending money, real estate is almost always the first major purchase that is made. The reason for this is pretty simple. It actually goes beyond being able to flex on others by showing them your new mansion. You see, immovable property is considered to be one of the best investments that anybody can make, as this is one of the only assets that appreciate in value rather than depreciate over time. In other words, the longer that you hold on to the property, the more that it's going to be worth when you end selling it at a later date. This is especially true when it comes to the property of world-class basketball legend like Blake Griffin, who is turning out to be a taste for more traditional forms of housing. As recently as last year, Blake Griffin ended up buying a prime piece of real estate in the Los Angeles region of Brentwood, which was apparently built back in 1936. This two-story traditional home sits behind other modernist mansions, which was bought for around $19.1 million. This means that both mansions together total an amount of just under $26 million, showing that Griffin isn't exactly shy when it comes to spending his hard-earned cash on things that he loves. The combination of both of these plots will result in a space that excels a full acre of land. This new traditional mansion that he decided to spend some of his net worth on is a lot smaller than his neighboring place, although it still covers an area of about 5,900 square feet and comes complete with 5 bedrooms and 5.5 bathrooms. The living space in this property also includes a gym, wine cellar, kitchen with expensive Brazilian granite, and billiards room. He's also got a grand total of 3 walk-in closets to house his immense collection of designer clothes. Outside houses an incredible barbecue area, which is then wrapped up with both a swimming pool and relaxing spa. And since that is just his smaller property, could you even imagine what he's got going on in the modern farmhouse that neighbors it? Now that's balling at its finest. His clothing collection. Fans of Blake Griffin are well aware that he likes to arrive looking stylish in threads from a number of expensive brands. And with a total of 3 closets in his smallest mansion, there is no doubt that he's got quite a bit of clothing to choose from. His collection isn't as fashionista as you might expect though, coming in a number of neutral colors that look as comfortable as they are stylish. An item that Blake does love to spend the majority of his cash on when it comes to clothing is the incredible sneaker collection, which takes up quite a bit of clothing space at the end of the day. When it comes to how much his entire collection is worth, we've honestly got no idea, but some have estimated that it should be near the $100,000 mark, all things considered. Whatever the amount may be, there's absolutely no doubt that he's just not shy about spending his cash in order to look good. His car collection. Last and certainly not least, arriving in style means a lot more than just dressing in the latest threads. As a baller, Blake Griffin's well aware of this and has one of the coolest car collections around, which allow him to show up in style whenever he needs to be anywhere in particular. Strangely enough, not much is really known about his car collection, which is probably due to the fact that he's a spokesperson for Kia at the moment. He definitely would not want his brand deal coming to an end because he mentioned something like buying a Ferrari after all. This is why fans have only been introduced to a single car in his collection, and that is the modified Kia Optima. This luxury vehicle was handed over to West Coast Customs, who overhauled it with an incredible orange spray and sporty black racing stripes. Both the vehicle and modification come with a hefty price tag. But what do you think about the life and times of Blake Griffin? Let us know in the comment section down below, and also, if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. Until next time guys, we'll see you later.